It's the Laugh Smartly Show. Yes, again. Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun are ready. Supposedly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Laugh Smartly with your host, Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun. Again, week after week, we say it. We are adorned in merchandise.
We are reunited.
We are.
You know what I want to sing?
Reunited,
and it feels so good.
Name the group.
I don't know.
Peaches and Herb.
Okay.
From Washington, D.C. As a matter of fact, he was a cop, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But it's nice to be together.
It is.
Yeah.
Nice
Like, it's been a while since we've been all three been
together. We are so
together.
close together, too.
We are family.
We are family. Who's that?
Sister Sledge.
That's right. Yeah. Velociraptor. So,
are we best friends now?
Yeah, we're best friends. Anyways, you're both wearing Scotty's shirts and both wearing tackle up hats.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
I didn't realize.
I am only wearing the Laugh Smartly garb as I look into the camera.
I am looking forward to wearing my new tackle up shirt that I got this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We went and we had Matt Haney on an interview. I apologize now for the audio was a little tough. I will admit that. I listened to it on the radio. But I mean, he was 50 miles offshore.
Yeah, I mean,
we did that, but it was great. It was great, and he had a closing party, which Lucky and I attended, and Mr. Fun had FOMO.
Yes, big time FOMO. Hey, I do have to share with you that when I drove up today, to Lucky's home, Lucky has been known for wearing a visor for most of his adult life, and I noticed two people in his neighborhood both wearing visors. Like, I think it's a cult.
He's a trendsetter.
It was like Walking Dead. Like, these people were walking down the street, they were all wearing visors. They were walking real slow.
Well, we are quasi stars. And they know that there's something that happens.
So they want to dress like you.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, they see us on YouTube. They, hear the radio station.
So, Matt from Tackle Up, did you ask him to produce a visor?
I did not.
I did not. You missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
But others are buying stuff. I will say this again: tackleupbb.com. Laugh15 is the code.
Yeah.
Our friend Keith S., as I mentioned before, showed us his great looking hat
it's nice.
that he got there. So I keep supporting them. And they the Smoker, he hosted a party on the Smoker. So
I wasn't there.
So we got to go on the boat, which was great.
Did anybody laugh? Like, I wasn't there. Was there humor at all?
We just have the most miserable time.
Okay. Just curious.
There was a lot of laughs about your FOMO.
Okay, got it.
But that was about it.
Okay. That's why we took a picture of you in a camera.
It was good.
Video in the background.
It was good. Thank you.
Just make sure you had it.
I did dust off my Scotty's vodka visor because we're about to enter football tailgating season.
Okay.
And I do plan to bring that out for football tailgating season. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Again, Scotty's vodka, Maryland made, Maryland smooth, or some sort of smooth, amazingly smooth, Maryland smooth. So continue to drink Scotty's vodka, and we'll get to a thing on Rockfish in a minute.
Yeah.
So, do you have a joke of the week though? So
I do. So, this woman dies of a sudden heart attack. It's very sad. She goes to heaven, and God is waiting for her, and she says, "Am I dead?" And he goes, No. You're supposed to live another 40 years. And he snaps his fingers and she's back on Earth. So she survived the heart attack and she's so elated about the whole thing. She decides to have a facelift, liposuction. She gets a boob job. She dyes her hair blonde. And after the last surgery, she walks outside and gets hit by a car. She goes back up to heaven and she goes, "I thought you said I'm going to live another 40 years. And he goes, "Oh, sorry. I didn't recognize you."
That's pretty good.
That's good. I love it. Very good.
You know why he's so sharp with the jokes?
Why?
He's almost on the circuit.
He did.
Almost on the circuit.
Almost making money.
Almost making money. I didn't get the $50 prize. I came in second.
But explain, so you're in a contest, and the contest is, explain it.
It's the first round of So You Think You're Funny.
Okay.
Give a Hoot is the name of the club. Shout out to Give a Hoot. And they do an annual contest. And I don't know how many people, like I'm going in my head, how many people. So I came in second. The first and second people advanced to the semifinals. And this is one of, I think, 4 first rounds. So 4 times 12, then you advance and there's 2 semifinals. And then you go to the finals.
So there were 12 people in the first round. So there's almost 50 people, 48 people that will compete.
Gosh, I thought it was like double that. So maybe I'm wrong about the number. But I'll be November 12th. If you're around Gaithersburg, Maryland, come see me. There are some. Now you're getting to the really good content.
It was a legit second place. Like Mr. Fun was number 1 out of the gate. Like he and there's a little bit of disadvantage because you had 11 more comedians to go after him.
Right.
And the audience is going to vote at the end.
Right.
And so, but he killed it right out of the gate. And then there were some really good ones in the middle there. And so, I mean, it was a legit, like, I think a legit.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I do think the guy who came, who won first prize deserved it. He was so funny.
Okay. So we had this debate last week or a philosophical debate. Are you a comedian if you're not getting paid?
So I've said I'm not a professional comedian until I get paid. But you could apparently you could just tell everybody.
So you went to New York City to get on Friday.
It's like going into the WNBA.
Yeah, explain
all you have to do is say you're a woman.
Tony story.
All you have to do is say you're a woman, and you're in the WNBA.
That's right.
No, that's right. I am
very good. So, but if you go to if you watch Kill Tony, and he was in Madison Square Garden.
Yes, I did that on Friday. I went up there.
But Kill Tony, the premise on that is he pulls names out of a bucket and they get pulled up.
My name is in the bucket.
But his first question always is, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Right.
Is there a difference between doing stand-up and being a comedian?
Oh, interesting. I would think it was the same. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because you would answer, you've been doing stand-up for 8 months.
Yeah.
Right. So it's important.
Yeah.
I think a distinction, the Give a Hoot competition he was in, I paid $17 to go see.
Thank you for doing that.
Really? Because I went to Give a Hoot. They didn't pay you.
Yeah, that you went to an open mic.
Okay.
And this was the comedy contest.
So that's
some of the proceeds went to
that's a criteria.
So people didn't pay to see me.
Okay.
All right, good. All right, good.
Well, you should have gotten $1.50, $1.50,
maybe
17,
maybe
something like that.
Still not paid.
But related to that, it is what's the big day this week?
Oh, it's National Tell a Joke Day.
Okay, so you told a joke, Mr. Fun. Now it's our turn to tell jokes.
Okay, got it. Wait, and I'm judging whether they're funny or not.
Whether it's judge schmudge.
All right, now you wrote 5 jokes.
I did because I was on a roll.
And Lucky wrote 1.
Okay, so Lucky, you want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, let's let Lucky go.
Okay. And I did to get a little help with this, by the way, but I thought it was
what, ChatGPT?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Yeah,
I'm going to give you another joke that you can read. So you can
okay, here we go. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doorbell.
Doorbell who?
Doorbell who? Doorbell is broken. That's why I'm knocking.
Huh.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, read this one.
That is pretty good.
Our parents' generation was easier. They read comic books for entertainment. They had Wonder Woman, and we have to wonder, is it a woman?
Pretty funny, right?
It's very good. Did you write that?
Yes, I read that one.
That's very good. Okay. So I've got 2 jokes about Mr. Fun and 3 about Lucky.
Okay.
Okay. What would Mrs. Fun be charged with if she killed Mr. Fun by poisoning him with lawn fertilizer?
Wow.
Fungicide.
Fungicide. I like it. I like it.
If Mr. Fun went to the psychiatric hospital, could we call him fundamental?
Okay.
Oh, pretty good.
There we go. All right. If Lucky has his penis cut off during a sex change, is he unlucky?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you hear that Lucky's great-great-great-great-grandfather didn't have to fight in the Civil War? His name was Lucky Lee.
Lucky Lee.
Lucky.
No, I don't.
I said a luckily.
Luckily.
See,
right. Got it. Got it.
Lucky likes to host parties where everyone is told to bring some cannabis products to share. It's called potluck.
Potluck.
Oh, that's pretty good.
See?
Okay.
5 jokes on that. Yeah.
Very nice.
I wrote those.
They were wonderful.
They were wonderful.
They were wonderful. Yes.
So
Yes.
Anyone who is interested in participating in National Tell a Joke Day today, send it to us at contact@smartly.com. We'll hit it up next week.
I like it.
Excellent.
I like it.
So this is also the time where we do the recap. I'm just going to start quickly on my recap. I talked about officiating the wedding.
Yes.
I get an email today to remind me that I am Reverend
Christopher.
Yeah, or Biff.
Right.
Yeah. That's your religious name.
It is. That's right.
You should wear one of those white collars.
I should have.
That's clash with your white pants, but you should wear that.
But I'm still a Reverend, so you can call me Reverend.
Okay.
So I just want. What else do we have for
Rev?
Big White Marlin Open weekend.
Yeah,
so it was fun. The big thing that I took away was the second place White Marlin wasn't in the Calcuttas.
Right.
Won like $1.2 million less than the third place.
Yep. Because he didn't bet.
He didn't put the money in.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's just the share of the entry fee. I think entry fee is like $10,000 a boat, 300 plus boats. So I think it's that share, nothing else.
Yeah.
At this point.
Big deal.
But last year they didn't catch any white marlin. This year there were 3 ones that paid out.
And 80 pounds is a big white marlin.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the blue marlin was 600 pounds, I think. It was $2 million fish.
Why is it the white marlin? Why shouldn't it be the blue marlin?
They're more elusive, I think, the white marlin.
Really?
I don't think there's many.
A 700-pound dinosaur fish?
Yeah.
It seems like a little bit harder to take down than a 80-pound fish.
Rules is rules.
I guess.
They're writing a movie about that. It's how the mafia runs the tournament. It's starring Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando.
That's pretty good. Okay, a lot of discussion about our provocative question last week about could you smoke a pack of cigarettes and drink a 12-pack of beer every day for a week? And if you did it, you would get 500K.
Right.
Okay. A lot of people said they would attempt it, especially people who had smoked before. Like they're like, yeah, like they're looking for an opportunity to smoke some more cigarettes.
Right.
But like anybody who has never smoked before or was like, no, I'm not even going to attempt it.
Right.
I was in that camp.
Yeah, me too. Like, but
I haven't smoked, but I just want $500,000.
And so
I would, yes.
You would teach yourself to smoke.
There's not a lot I wouldn't try for $500,000.
Really?
There's not a lot. There's not a lot.
Okay. And then the provocative question from 2 weeks ago that Mr. Fun posed was, would if he just on social media said, hey, please send me $1, how many dollars would we all get kind of thing?
Okay.
Well, Mr. Fun has the dollars rolling in. He got another $1 this week.
$2.
He's up to $2
I want my
now.
$2.
So he has 29,998 to go.
Yes.
My goal's 30,000.
Yes.
So if you're out there and you find it in the goodness of your heart, please send me $1.
Well, that's good. That's two more than I thought you were going to get.
There you go.
I will admit.
There you go.
So, and you are going to be in the Urban Dictionary? Is that what I'm understanding?
Apparently, it's catching on like fire. The phrase "white clawin," which means self-pleasuring yourself while drinking.
White Claw.
White Claw.
Do you have to be drinking? Do you have to be drinking White Claw?
I don't know. That wasn't in the definition, but apparently it's spreading amongst the.
So how
people.
can we get that? That has to start. Somehow it has to spread wild.
It has to happen naturally, organically.
People have to share. So we got to make sure we have a post covering White Claw on it.
Yeah, White Claw.
Yeah, at this point.
Hashtag White Claw.
Hashtag White. We'll do that.
All right.
So we can get it in. All the listeners out there, please share it and pass it along. So we will do White Claw on it.
I didn't know if you had to be Caucasian to White Claw.
Well, that's why I think if you're drinking a White Claw,
you're probably Caucasian.
No, you don't have to be.
Oh, I see.
To be White Claw.
I didn't know where you were going.
No, White Claw.
Right.
If you didn't have to drink a White Claw, it does suggest you're going to be white.
Right.
If you're drinking a White Claw, you can be any race.
Right.
And White Claw on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Do only white people drink White Claw?
No.
Okay, really?
How do you know? It's popular.
Okay.
It's popular drink.
He's the expert.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, he goes. He hangs out at the liquor store. So a guy comes in wanting a 40 or a White Claw.
I've had a White Claw with a lot of different people.
Have you gone to a liquor store? What White Claw?
Oh, hell yeah.
There's no way I would be caught dead.
I'll drink your White Claw. 3 cases on my
I'll
shoulder.
drink your White Claw, but I'm not going to buy it myself.
Again, he's suggesting he's buying it in the urban liquor store.
Right.
And all the people buying White Claw.
Right.
I'm not sure I buy that.
Come on.
Homie, get me a White Claw.
All right. To the news of the week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for those of you who've been listening to us for how many episodes, Biff? What do we like?
We're 189, I think.
So we're almost like 3 years? 3+ years?
We are 3+ years.
Yeah.
We're almost 4 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Believe it or not.
In the early days, I don't want to say we broke the news, but we started talking a lot about AI before it became vogue to talk about AI, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
You were ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Well, we were. We talked about it a lot. Okay. This one, I'm bringing it up now because it's going to be mainstream in about 5 or 6 years, according to this studies.
Right.
AI toilets. Okay.
Okay.
Toilets. Okay. That come with a add-in like a analyzer that analyzes your feces and your urine to and gives you trends on what's happening with your excrement and your output.
So, okay.
So there are a number of products out on the market now that are attempting to do this. They haven't solved they're not really consistent with the analysis yet. So it's not necessarily a diagnostic tool. It's more like a wellness thing that it's like an idea. But there's companies like there's a company called Toto. They have a product called Stool Scan. They launched it in Japan. It uses an LED technology to analyze stool consistency. There's a company called Vivo. They have the smart toilet, which analyzes urine and calculates hydration. You know how well you're hydrated. Mm-hmm. Throne has a they just got $10 million in Series A funding for their product. So there's all these products that are coming out there that are generating all this data on your output.
When am I going to need my fecal matter tested?
It's instead of a colonoscopy.
Okay.
That's what they're and like this
When I had
parasite.
when I had the lettuce disease,
Yeah.
I had to put some
So it
excrement.
might be able to give you indicative information.
Okay.
I guess my question is functionally, how does it work? Does it take it in the air? Does it take it in that? How does it? It goes into the water?
It gives some kind of scans it. You know what I mean? It like looks at it
as it's moving,
as it's coming through.
I've gone to the doctor a lot, but I've never given a crap about this. Never.
But here's the thing: all the gastro doctors are really love this technology, because when you go in and you're having troubles, some kind of gastro issue, and they ask you, so tell me about your bowel movements lately. Nobody can really describe it very well. Like
you're saying, all the gastro doctors are happy about
gastro
this,
doctors like these tools because
wow.
they can look at data as opposed to relying on the bad assessment that
it was urine too.
Yes.
Urine too. Yeah.
When Lucky was single, I used to always overhear him in bars complaining to attractive women that a jellyfish had stung him on the chest. And I never could figure out why he was telling him that.
Okay.
I guess it's interesting to me that the GI doctors are for this, because they make their money doing other things, like colonoscopies, for example.
Yeah.
This might get in the way of doing a colonoscopy, which is a huge moneymaker.
Well, they can get to their diagnosis quicker and then prescribe something.
Mr. Fun, I'm moving off that joke because
I've never heard you laugh like that. I think something came out of your body.
I was honestly waiting for a payoff that had the word urine in it, and then you didn't go there, so it was very good. I'll admit where my head went, and wow.
That's what you do. The little you zig and then you
can tell he's a pro.
You zig and then you zag.
So would you buy one? Question.
No, not right now. I would wait for this technology. So they say in about 6 years that toilets are basically all going to come with this kind of functionality.
Right.
Okay. And so I'm just saying it now. Like, remember when we talked about this?
Okay.
Because they say it's going to be one of the sort of breakthrough medical wellness kinds of things, because you can tell so much about somebody's health by their poop and their pee.
Yeah, it's effectively a more high-tech version using the poop side of Cologuard, right?
Yeah, yep.
That's a non-invasive way of doing it. That's good.
And with the increase in colon cancer these days, so many much more young people getting it,
right?
That these kind of things they're working so hard. So many companies are trying to master this technology. Right. And so be prepared. There's companies getting a lot of funding. And so be prepared. The next time you go, 6 years from now, you're going to sit down on John's going to sync up with your phone and he's going to give you some good info.
All right.
Now, it's been a while since we talked about it. Have you used a high-tech toilet, Mr. John?
No, never.
None of the Japanese toilets?
In my neighborhood, we don't. Back in the hood, we don't have those.
You had an outhouse? What did you have?
We don't have high-tech toilets.
Have you used a high-tech toilet?
Yes, on vacation. I have one up in my.
You haven't hooked it up?
I got it for Christmas. I haven't installed it yet.
What are you waiting for?
I just have not. I have others. I'm working on a comedy show here or a podcast.
We're almost 9 months into the year.
I just haven't brought myself to do it.
Why do you have to do it? Can't you hire somebody?
I can do that. I haven't pulled the trigger.
Oh, that's right. He's Mr. Fix-It.
Right.
The days when he pulled his dishwasher apart.
Yes.
You know what I rebuilt this week?
What?
I was so proud of it.
I heard him. This might be the most. You're not that old.
Beach chair. I
rebuilt a beach chair.
Okay, I rebuilt it. Okay, you know how you get a beach chair and all the
like from the dollar store,
all the hardware rusts out.
Right.
Okay, so I looked at it. It's like I can replace all this hardware.
Okay, how much was the hardware?
$24.
How long did it take you?
I analyzed it for about 2 weekends.
Okay,
like trying to figure out how
real labor.
Probably 2.5 hours.
And how much is a beach chair, Mr. Rudd? Just
$14.99.
No, they're more than that. They're more than. Let's call them $50. Let's call it $60.
All right.
You rebuilt a chair that you could have just.
For him.
It was more the point of it to see if I could do it.
Right.
And I did it. And I have this awesome chair.
Can I sit in it?
You could even sit in it.
All right, got it.
You could even sit in it.
This week he's going to knit his own shirt.
Okay.
He's into crochet.
Yes.
What's Lucky doing? I don't know.
I am striving to be a man of many talents. I'd like to be able to develop, I'm a retired guy now. I'm not contributing to the corporate America anymore. Right. I'd like to be able to contribute in other ways to society and also bettering myself.
Yeah.
So are you going to open a beach chair fixing business?
I am going to look for broken beach chairs in like near dumpsters and stuff.
You should donate them to bus stops. so that people can sit while they wait for the bus.
They put chairs there already.
No,
benches.
some I've driven by some that don't have chairs.
Okay.
That's giving back to
you
society.
guys are jealous.
That's
okay. Don't ask me to fix your beach chair. If you
No,
ever have one of
I get one. You're the first one I
I'm
come
going to
to.
bring it over.
You're the first one I come to because I want to make you happy.
All right. What's next?
So going back to the poop story. So there was I read this about Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Or something soon. Maybe it's in fall. I don't know what it is. But there was a company which was they pulled it together, a group of people. It was a spoof, which was called Materials Fecals. Their organization name was Fecal Matter
In French.
in French, because it was a spoof against what they thought was a fashion industry that was going down the toilet, effectively.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it was a play on words, and somehow, which maybe was their long game, they also started designing things though, and now Fecal Matter is walking the runways in Paris, and famous people. I saw somebody at the Odyssey. We talked about the Odyssey last week. Wore it, this thing, but a company that has a name, the Fecal Matter.
Is it legit?
It's
fashion?
It's
a legit fashion.
It's a legit fashion company. That dress costs $10,000. One of those sorts of fashion companies, and one of those. Who's the young girl that's in Odyssey? Actress. She's been in a bunch. Zendaya.
Oh, okay.
She was wearing one of the dresses.
Okay.
She was wearing Fecal Matter?
She was wearing Fecal Matter.
Okay.
That's what it was. As opposed to when Lady Gaga would wear like sausages or whatever.
Like bologna.
Bologna to the
bologna
to the
dresses.
to the Met gal or something stupid.
Okay, so they came up with the spoof, but did they have, what were their early products?
I think they were designers that were just upset with the way it was going. So they came up with this spoofer to make fun of other designers.
It looked good?
It might have been an Instagram handle.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was a good looking dress?
It was, yeah, I guess. It looked real. It
Okay.
didn't look like it was a put on by any stretch. So they did it, and to their credit, but now they're doing what they were making fun of.
All right, let me ask you, what were you looking up Paris Fashion Week for? What was your, why did?
No, I was
attributed
reading I get a summary of news, and this one caught my eye.
Oh, okay.
So to speak.
All right.
It brought a tear to my eye.
I thought it might be something.
Wait, you were reading what?
It was like a news. I was going to say compendium, and you guys would make fun of me for saying compendium.
What language is that? That was French.
It was
That's
French.
how we wound up. Okay. All right.
It's French for pretending to be smart.
Right.
That's what
Compendium.
that's what
Got
it
it.
is.
Right.
So I read stories like that come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
You wonder, and I guess people are now taking them seriously though, and not really talking about the name of the, like, is it a detraction to their cause?
I mean, what are names? I suppose if it's in French, it sounds very polite or whatever, or fashion forward. It's not.
Well, for them, they know what it means. For us, it sounds eloquent.
Yeah, so people that are driving you with a label that says Fecal Matter on it, as opposed to your pants, Mr. Fun.
Yeah, yeah. I went to the tailor the other day. I didn't have any money, but I said I need some pants, and he said, "Get out of here." And I said, "Come on, man, give me some slack."
Give me
slacks.
Give me some slack. Is it the same rule? Slacks and pants? Is it pant leg?
I think so.
Pant leg or pants leg?
I think so. That's
Pant leg.
Pant leg.
I don't read a contortio or anything like you. What is it called?
Compendium.
Yeah, compendium. There's no such a word.
I think there is such a word.
Of course there is.
I'll look it
They
up.
don't say that in New Jersey.
So I got to talk about the drink in front of Mr. Fun. He is supporting Scotty's vodka, which is great.
Always.
And having a cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the mixer or lack thereof and what he's put in as a garnish is good.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And I've done my share of drinking in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You have 5 grapes in your glass.
I needed an odd number.
No, okay. Don't care about the 5.
I think it picked up my spirit.
What?
I thought it was worth a shot.
Grapes?
Great.
They look like olives. It looks like he's drinking a martini.
But I looked for limes, and there were none, so I found the closest green fruit.
Wait, just think about it. A grape. I can't say I've ever put a grape in my mouth and not bitten into the grape. The skin doesn't have any flavor, right? A grape? It's all on the inside, meaning you put something on there that has 0 flavor.
It's just for the look.
It might be absorbing it. You don't know how grape works.
You're gonna okay.
I'll let you know when I get to.
You should muddle them the next time.
Okay.
I just find it to be an interesting combination of grapes and vodka.
Yeah.
When we go to the bar next time, I'll you'd order that.
I don't know if they have grapes at bars.
I don't think they do
It's
either.
a fruit bar.
You go up to the Jamba Juice.
Yes.
Excuse, can you mix this with my vodka?
Yes.
So, sorry, Lucky. I know you have something more.
No. All right. So I saw this. This was in the New York Times this week and somewhere, a couple other publications. So it was, I don't know why it got so much run this week, but have you heard of the company Flock?
I read about it like you in the Wall Street Journal today.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
All right. I had not heard about this company, but apparently they've been they're a number of years old. They've been, I forget what they're like at least 10 years old, this company. But
right.
So what Flock is they run a network of automated license plate readers. Okay. And they are AI powered cameras that capture and analyze images of passing vehicles. And they store the details
right.
of the license plate and the car type, location, date, and time, and they have these cameras and all this data. Okay, and police forces around the country. There's about 120,000 of these cameras across the country, and police forces subscribe to this network.
Okay.
And they use it to solve all kinds of crimes, mostly like, car theft ish, but other like really, sophisticated crimes have been solved using this data. Okay. All right. So if the rest of the population is like me and maybe do you hear about Flock before?
I hadn't. I guess I'd seen a picture of the camera, and now I think I've seen one before on the outside of a building.
Yeah. Okay, so
I think they're like solar powered.
They look like solar powered. Yeah.
Right.
Pay attention to these because those devices are collecting all kinds of data on you, your car, as you're passing through.
But so how is that different than because it's being stored in the cloud? Is that the difference? Because we're all familiar with the camera that sits out, like a fisheye camera that sits outside of buildings, or you can look at the beach cam, for example, at a beach. And you see cameras on buildings in downtown areas, not Flock cameras.
Yeah.
They're stored on tape, I guess, or disk drive.
So most everything is stored now in
regardless,
computer.
but they have existed at some level. They were just a different technology, and still you can see them today.
Yeah,
you look on the outside of the building, and there's this type of camera that you'd recognize.
Wait, and I don't like these.
So here's the thing.
That's
because it's a surveillance.
It's an invasion of.
Okay. A lot of people are like us and are saying, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know." Right. That these cameras are this pervasive.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But they are like a huge tool to law enforcement.
Right.
So that's the point. Is it the debate now is there's a number and there's a deflock campaign as well.
Right.
What deflock does is they map where all these cameras are for you.
Right.
So you can go to their website. You can see where these cameras exist in your neighborhood, in your city, in your town. And they also,
what do you do?
Well, you now know where they are,
right?
And you can maybe avoid them.
Okay. So the police, it's the police departments that are contracting these cameras.
Yes.
And so they're doing it on behalf of the citizens from a protection standpoint.
Sure.
Presumably.
And them from a solving crime perspective.
But they're not making revenue off of this, much like speed cameras, which is it's a similar sort of technology.
Flock is making revenue off this. They're a private company valued at $8.4 billion.
Because they are renting the cameras.
And they're providing the data. They're providing the data is what they're doing.
Okay.
Because what it allows a police department in Baltimore is to go in and look into Annapolis's video surveillance data and potentially even other places. If they're tracking a suspected criminal, they can look at the data from other jurisdictions' cameras, other cameras in other cities and towns and states even.
Right.
So, but this deflock it's like an open source project mapping where these are. They keep track of the cities that have rejected. There's 100 cities that said we're not using this technology because of the privacy concerns. And so, it's really interesting to see how this great technology, but the fact that people are a little bit concerned about the use of the data. There's been some high profile misuses of it as well. Like
what?
Police using it to like track their wife, who they think.
Oh, so they have access to it. So
I think Flock is good.
Yeah,
I think Flock is good. Listen, when I saw the topic was Flock, I
can't imagine you didn't go to sheep.
I went to sheep. That's so good. So, So a group of sheep is called a flock of sheep. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw a bunch of them falling down a hill. It was a landslide.
Landslide.
Do you know? Okay, wait, Mr. Smarty Pants. What is a group of crows called?
A murder.
Did you know that?
I just heard it.
Yeah, so it's a murder. Yeah.
I got called on a trivia night from Rob G from Severna Park.
Yeah.
I was the phone-a-friend on a trivia night.
When?
This is in the
The
summer.
fly on your hat.
I don't know, but that's the
Yeah,
crows.
that's weird.
But for that answer.
Murder. And
Oh,
you knew
really?
it, or you got
I
stumped on it?
knew it.
How'd you know that?
I had heard it sometime. It's an odd, sort of thing.
Okay.
Wait. What's the cause of it being a murder?
Don't know.
No?
All right. Let me close this flock topic out.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know.
Right.
Okay. I looked at the D-Flock website.
Oh, we're back.
There are 2 flock cameras at the Route 50 bridge in downtown Ocean City.
Okay.
Okay. There's one on the Route 90 bridge going towards Ocean Pines.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one in Fenwick Island as you're
Okay.
going over the Maryland-Delaware line.
Right.
Okay. So there's 4 of them pretty much in Ocean City proper. There are 7 of these in downtown Bethany area. 7 cameras in and around Bethany.
So you're suggesting don't go to any of those places?
Well, they're going to get you in Bethany. I think in Ocean City.
But the situation in Bethany is probably people fighting parking tickets. I just have to imagine the two are related somehow.
You don't think it's a more affluent area? They want.
No, I think it's more affluent, but Central Bethany isn't. It's affluent, but it's not like the houses in North Bethany.
Yeah.
I just think that they've got so much parking revenue. Somehow they're just trying to keep track of if people fight parking tickets and all this other stuff.
Okay.
I just
All
think-
this camera talk makes me shudder.
There's one in Dagsboro and one in Franklin. Just so you know,
Frankfurt.
I thought it was Franklin.
I don't know Franklin. There's Franklin, Tennessee, but there's
For those watching at home, YouTube, the camera adds like 52 pounds. It does.
Go to dflock.com and check it out.
Okay.
You can, in your town, city and town, you can see.
I understand the people that have a concern about a surveillance state. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is any different than the cameras that have been effectively in and around major metros for a long time now.
Okay.
Maybe it's in smaller towns because it's more affordable, but it's happened.
Do you think that the flock cameras at some point, when they get so, like they're more pervasive than they even now in different places, they would have caught the white clawler from that we talked about
Maybe
last
that's
week?
how they got it. Maybe it wasn't really a neighbor complaint.
Yeah.
Do you think crows know they're called murders when they're together?
I don't know.
Okay,
But it's a great, it's a great question. If we could bring them in next time. Good.
Okay, another AI story. We talked about the autonomous vehicles like numerous times over the last year. So did you guys hear over the July 4th weekend? So Waymo in particular is all over the place now.
They're starting to test in larger cities.
So many
on
cities.
the East Coast, particularly.
They have there's 4,000 going today, and it was 700 earlier in the year. So they're going
4,000 vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in more cities are coming up. But the thing is, the more vehicles that are out there, the more corner cases that they haven't been able to program the cars to handle are being discovered. And over July 4th weekend in San Francisco, they had these cars had access to or exposure to fireworks. Whether it was people lighting fireworks in and around the cars or in the air, and they didn't know how to deal with it.
Because there's a lot of radar and LiDAR, other sensors that are taking light in. It must have thrown it off.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why, but it got to the point where they were just running over lit fireworks, and it was basically it made the car disabled the car in some way. It damaged something in there.
Yeah.
But things like that and things like flooding, they're not being able to deal with.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. You have been in a.
I've not been in a Waymo. It was former company supplies a lot of vehicles.
But you've never driven in a driverless car?
I have not.
Yeah. And you haven't, Mr. Fun.
No, I'd like to. I want one because I can't drive. I'm a terrible driver. I want to get in the car and put in where I'm going, and 4 hours later, I want to be.
Did you see there was one story with Waymos where I forgot if it was I think it was in Arizona because they're big in Arizona, where a whole group of them got caught in a cul-de-sac.
Yes, I saw that.
And just went in a circle. It was a residential cul-de-sac, and they got whatever it was they couldn't get out
That
of
was
the
in a
circle.
movie too.
And they were I don't know how many were. Let's call them 12 of them, just going around in a circle in this neighborhood, and they couldn't get it out of the neighborhood.
Do you think it's better if they run across a scenario they haven't seen for the car just to stop?
Yeah.
Or deal with the consequences of just
that's the philosophical question about how autonomous vehicles, what responsibility they have. Do they do the least worst thing or something else? It's a tough decision. I think I said this before a couple of years ago. The big issue is if it's if the autonomous vehicle is going to run into a school bus or an old lady crossing the street.
which one does it pick?
Which one does it pick? Right. So that's an extreme example, but it's got to pick some of these things. And it's tough. And the bigger issue is on the East Coast and in the upper Midwest, it's the weather.
What would you pick? Little old lady or school bus? I'm just curious.
I'm not. At the advice of counsel, I would feed the fifth. Yeah. But it's the weather is the real wild card, especially rain and snow. When the market
Do you think that eventually these cars are going to solve these problems?
I think they will solve most. I don't think they'll be able to solve.
Yeah, it's never going to be a riskless.
It's hard for me to believe that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's next?
So I read this one, and I looked to you, Mr.
I know you did.
Okay.
It took me back.
What topic do you think I'm going to go to? This is the GLP-1.
Oh, got it.
I read this today that's 15% of the U.S. population's on Ozempic or Wegovy or GLP-1s of some sort, which is up from 4% in just a couple years. So it's huge. It's a big part in the expression, but it's so many people are losing weight. It's now becoming a problem at the office, and I'm curious to should it be a problem? And this is sort of kind of came out with political correctness or whatever, that you couldn't compliment or comment on somebody's weight. But now people are losing so much weight. And if they hear a comment about, oh, you look great, sort of deal, is that now an issue for HR?
Yeah, like I didn't look great before, but I weighed 200 pounds more.
Meanwhile, they've purposely trying to lose weight. And are we not at a point where we can make a comment about somebody,
especially a positive comment?
Well, a positive comment.
Yeah.
Right.
But a positive comment, hey, you have nice boobs. That's a nice positive comment.
Yes.
Right? I mean, you're not allowed to do
you're
that.
Retired, right? Okay.
You're not allowed to do that. You know why now.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
But you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So,
but weight, it's in that sense, I'd say in your point, that's a very good point you make and a very good example. But in a lot of cases, they're doing it to either A, be healthier, or B, look better and be healthy.
Yeah.
Right. And why are we not at a point where you can make a comment?
Some woman at work got mad because I called her fat. I told her to lighten up.
That's good response.
I said, why don't you lighten up?
Now, it's a male female thing, I would imagine.
What?
If you lost some weight, Mr. Fun, if somebody commented on it, will you say thank you?
Of course.
You wouldn't be offended.
No.
If there was a female in your office that lost weight,
I think she would also
really
be thankful that,
Okay.
That's the age-old one when the woman is like, 3 months pregnant and you're afraid, like, oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Right?
I never did that.
That never happened to me either.
Really? All right.
But along the same lines, which we did predict when we first talked about it, I've seen the revenue projections for food companies has come way off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right?
Really? People aren't eating.
People aren't eating. And that's also affecting the drinking. The alcohol sales are down 7% or something.
Well, that's because a lot of people are choosing an alternative way to stimulate themselves.
Well, no, there's a combination of things.
Right.
It's one, it's young people because it's expensive.
Yeah, we talked about that.
But two is people don't drink as much if they're on the GLPs.
Yeah.
And to your point, the THC drinks, which are going away end of November.
Is that true?
Didn't you read that in a story?
Yes. They are the law that allows them to be sold via mail is the federal law is expiring.
Oh, just via mail.
Yeah, or sold. So I think sold.
Right.
That would constitutes. That law is being changed, and they're looking to refresh.
So I was talking to somebody, and they said, which is it's hard to doubt it, is that the alcohol beverage industry is behind getting that not renewed.
Interesting.
Probably
because it's hurting their business.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
So,
Yeah, just going back to the GLP thing. I mean, if people are, you should be able to say nice things about somebody, and there's probably lines to be crossed. Like somebody gets a boob job, saying, "Hey, nice boobs." That's
Has
probably
this happened to you? It sounds like
no. I'm just analyzing all these scenarios. I'm not in the
You're not
workforce
analyzing
anymore.
all these scenarios. You only hit one.
I would have said eyebrow, lift,
Right.
but you can go boob job.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you should be able to give somebody some props for looking better. And
Right.
I don't know. Now, are you allowed to say some nice things about their clothes? Oh, nice tie, nice shoes, nice dress. That's okay.
I
think.
Is it?
I think.
The world's just totally upside down right now. It really is. And you can't throw a compliment at somebody at work. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I heard the joke on Kill Tony the other day. The guy goes, I started with my new company and they were giving me sexual harassment training. He goes, I'm from Eastern Europe. You don't need to teach me anything else.
Right.
That's what he said.
Right. It's muddy.
It's a very good
It's
line.
muddy.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Good. Other one, which we talked about, well, maybe we haven't talked about it. Kids on airplanes. They can be annoying. So I read the story about Porter Air, which is, have you ever flown Porter Air in Toronto?
No.
So Porter Air is a Canadian airline, flies from cities to a lakeshore airport in Toronto. It's very convenient in the New York area or Boston, whatever, Toronto. Anyways, the other day, there was a unruly child on an airplane that wouldn't buckle his or her seatbelt. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. And the parent couldn't get the child to buckle the seat. They had to go back to the gate to get the two off the plane.
Sure.
But by the time they got back to the gate, the airport had closed. So they had to cancel the flight.
Oh, no.
Do you want to kill?
Yeah.
I mean, murder would have been justified at that point.
It was a seatbelt.
It was a seatbelt because the kid wouldn't put a seatbelt on and the parent couldn't get the seatbelt on the kid.
Yeah.
Or just, I would be beside myself.
Now, okay, do those people that got their flight canceled, do they have grounds to get a refund? They should,
I'm sure
right?
they do, but that's almost besides the point.
Yeah.
that it was that late that they couldn't get home.
Yeah.
Because that stupid child.
Yeah.
So has your patience with children in restaurants gone up or down?
Down.
Oh, I hate it. I hate when they're loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like losing
Like,
control,
come
like
on.
just running around.
Yeah.
And
Hey, do you know why did the princess cross the road? Well, Princess Diane wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
what? That's just sorry. Jeez Louise.
It's inappropriate.
all right.
Too soon.
Here's something. Okay. Johnny Knuckles, my adopted cat. I've been trying to are you allowed to take cats on the airline? Like, can you take a
Not
cat?
if you're a man.
What?
If you're a man.
My Johnny Knuckles?
If you're a man.
you were
If you have any masculine
we're
qualities.
quasi-related. You're
Sorry,
like quasi-related to Johnny
Don't refer
Knuckles.
me to HR.
Yeah.
Don't
Short
refer-
answer is yes, and I have a story why I know that. I was living in Southern California, John Wayne Airport in Orange County. I'm flying somewhere, and this is when you had to take your shoes off before you went through the metal detector.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
This is, let's call it 2003, 2004. Guy in front of me's got a cat. Has to take it out of the carrier. It pisses all over the ground
What?
in the metal detector. And we're like, what? And we got to walk through this because this cat has peed
In your socks?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, because there was a cat.
Okay. So what is it? Is it in a box?
In carrier.
Okay.
It's got to go into the seat.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the
You know
general
what? Leave
rule.
that at home with kitty litter box.
Where are you taking the cat?
Bunch of
I don't know. Wherever I'm
tuna
going.
cans.
The next place I have to get on a flight, I might want to take him with us.
You're going to Europe, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not taking him.
Okay, well, you said the next time you're getting on a plane, isn't that your next flight?
No, I'm going to Maine.
Oh, you're going.
I'm going to Maine next
So
week.
you're taking the cat. So then, if you fly the cat to Maine,
Yes,
you're then going to drive the cat.
we are driving home with two dogs, and that was the criteria. That's why we decided not to do it, because
Okay.
a dog and two cats and a 9-hour drive south from Maine would have not gone well. I don't think.
Isn't
in a
one of the-
pickup
How
truck.
long are you going to Maine for?
We're going leaving on a Monday and driving back on a Thursday.
Can a cat be here for 3 days?
No,
Really?
no. Would you leave your child at home for
But
3
don't you have like an automatic cat litter cleaner? And
No, I don't have that. But it's the feeding part. You can't just like put
Tuna fish cans.
3 days worth of food and say, "Hey, good luck."
yeah. Speaking of feeding, it's like a seal has walked up. You're getting these grapes
I
and
am-
throwing them in your mouth.
The grapes are quite good with the vodka.
So, yes. So another one of my stories caught my eye this week was this thing in the UK. fans of the Harry Potter series. Have you ever read one of the books?
Nope.
No, I think I've seen one or two of the movies. But anyways, they were running an undersea cable of some sort between the UK and Ireland. But Harry Potter fans were so unhappy that it was going near the gravesite of Dobby the Elf. Again, this is a fictional character. So much so that they did move the underground cable over the fictional gravesite of a fictional character.
I'm assuming that
Irish
the
Sea.
people who make that decision are Harry Potter fans themselves.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? It's fun. I owe it to you.
I don't know, but do you know how elves get horny? Pheromones.
Pheromones.
They
Oh,
listen-
okay.
Pheromones.
Okay.
Pheromones. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you edit a story about Harry Potter. You use a Dobby. A Dobby?
Adobe.
It's the grapes. I'm so much more funny when I don't have the grapes.
The pheromones one would be that.
Pheromones?
It would be Tinkerbell, right?
I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. I think it was.
What's it like when Tinkerbell has sex? No, pheromones.
Okay.
See,
Good.
there's something
It's
there.
clever.
Well, you do. There's something there.
Do we pay him?
It is
jokes?
National Joke Day.
Do we-
so
oh
he's
God!
got, you know,
give him give him a little leeway.
Okay. All right. So I have one provocative question of the week.
Mhm.
Okay. I came out with this one. This weekend is the anniversary of Woodstock from 1969,
Okay.
the big music festival.
Yeah.
You know, free love and hippies
Yeah.
and, you know, whatever. People get lost, you know, all kinds of drugs, etc. Okay. Here we go. Provocative question. If modern day Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun were transported to 1969 Woodstock,
Mhm.
who would thrive and who would barely survive?
So we're our age back in.
Oh, we're our age.
We're our age.
Right now, modern day us,
Modern day back in
Right.
1969.
wearing our white pants and our, you know,
humid, rainy, crappy Woodstock, which it was, right?
Yes.
The weather was bad.
yes,
There.
Mud.
Who would survive? Mud.
Nudity.
and
Hippies.
yeah, free love and the LSD and you know, who do
Do
you
you
think?
know why lifeguards don't save hippies? Because they're way out.
Way out.
Way out.
Okay.
No?
Yes, that's good.
So funny in my head.
It was good. So who would survive? So, well, I think you got to speak for yourself, though, right? Do you think you'd survive?
Yeah, I would thrive. I think.
You would thrive.
I would thrive.
Why would you thrive?
Because I would, you know, enjoy the experience of being in the wilderness and the experiencing all the, you know, crazy things that everybody's doing. I would partake.
I
in
will
those
say
things.
that in Lucky's defense of him thriving, Country's Calling 2 years ago, it was a monsoon.
And he did well.
Like the rain didn't bother him at all.
Nice.
He was soaked head
Yeah.
to toe.
Well, we had
you had partaken in
a
some,
lot of different things. Yeah,
and some. He was feeling no pain.
yeah.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
he might survive it. I would give him credit on that.
And to be able to experience free love and all the crazy stuff. I mean, that would be awesome. You know, everybody would
How
let.
would Mrs. Lucky enjoy herself?
Well, she's not coming with
Oh,
me
got
to the
it. Got it. I'm
to
just
the-
curious.
to the
Nice
1969
roof
Woodstock.
job.
What about you, Mr. Fun?
There's music there, right? I would have played an instrument like the bong. I would have played the bong. Hey, why? What's the difference between a Muslim girl and a hippie? A hippie gets stoned before she has sex.
Oh my God!
Yeah, come on. Jeez.
But would you worry about your white pants getting dirty?
No, you know, honestly, I will be, because I would probably say I wouldn't do well.
Yeah.
Just because the heat and the sleeping out and that's just
I
not
would
my-
like to think I would do well.
Yeah, I just
Like,
don't
I
think
would try.
I would think maybe the first night I would survive, and then I'd be like, get me the hell
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
Sort of deal.
I think me and you could hang out.
I probably would get tired of it too.
Yeah,
but
just-
like I would love to try it. You know. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's a provocative question. Contact at laughsmartly.com. Anyone who has got any opinion on
I'd like to
who
think
would
I
thrive
do
and
well.
survive and
All right,
barely.
Mr. Fun, do you have a joke to bring us home?
I wrote it myself. Did you hear? It's almost football season.
Did it?
Did you hear the guy who led the league in receptions last year is now switching from being a man to a woman? He played tight end last year and he's switching to transceiver.
What's that mean? No, I just
It sounds like a technical term.
I know.
I'm like, what is a transceiver? Is there such thing as a trans?
All right.
There's a transponder, but I don't know what a
What a
trans.
transceiver is?
No, I don't.
know what a transceiver is? Look it up.
Okay.
It's next to whatever you said earlier.
Yeah,
What word?
the compendium.
Yeah,
The compendium.
right.
Anyways, good to see you guys. Thank you everybody for listening again. Watch us on YouTube. Listen to us on all the podcast platforms. Like, subscribe, most importantly, share, if you would. You can also catch us on WGMD's 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva. Again, thanks for joining us. And until we do it again next week, let me just say thank you and goodbye.
Green, green river laid out by my front door, and I'm miles and miles from the nearest store. Pot full of crabs looking fat and sweet, kettle of oysters at my feet, living on Chesapeake time.